trapped here for hours. It doesn't look like anyone's going to be coming. I suppose the only way I've just got to try and is to figure out a way to escape. Unlock something. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way out here. If I use this garden glove and this dog. If I use this dog and write a message on the glove and then attach it to the dog, maybe he could get me help. No, that's not it. What if I get this bike pump and I attach it to this glove and I don't know, just hang it out somewhere and signal for help. Maybe someone could let me, I don't know, it's just too hot. I've got to stay cool. Just got to stay alive until someone comes and unlocks the door. You're right. Wow, you look terrible. What have you been doing? You have got to be kidding me. This door's been unlocked the whole time. Unlock is a 2 to 6 player game where you are solving puzzles, investigating objects, seeing if those objects combine together, figuring out clues and trying to escape the room that you're actually in. They can be very, very punishing, but also very immersive. And anyway, let me show you. This is the app you have for the game. You don't even need to learn any rules. You just fire up this app, select the language you want, so English, not Japanese, and then play. This is the tutorial, so this is no spoilers here, but you get a little tutorial deck and you can combine the numbers of cards, and if that equals a number that is in that deck, then you turn that card over. You also get puzzles and you can put the code here and that'll tell us if we were successful. There's a countdown timer at the top. There's hidden object where some of the cards will hide a number, but it'll be so very faint that you might not necessarily see it. You can get hints, and there's also penalties. So if you incur a penalty, you press that and it takes minutes off your time that you have to achieve to escape this. Unlock is a fun game, but let's address the elephant in the room. You get 3 scenarios in the box, each roughly taking about 60 minutes to complete. Now in my case, it's gone more about an hour and 20 minutes per scenario, because some of them are really tricky, and when you're getting cards and taking those penalties, you know, that eats into your time. 3 scenarios, an hour each, then what? The game is done. There's really no point of replaying the scenarios again unless you want to partake with another group, but you'll then have to pretty much sit out of the game because, well, you will know how to figure out the puzzles. We're looking at a one-shot game here. Yes, it has 3 scenarios, but once those scenarios are done, you're not going to play this game anymore. What do I think of that? For me personally, it doesn't really bother me that much. Games like Pandemic Legacy, Time Stories, all have these factors in them where once you've played it, that's it. Now granted, Time Stories scenarios last more than the Unlock scenarios, and Pandemic Legacy obviously allows you many, many plays until it's finally complete. So there is that to bear in mind. But like I said, for me, this isn't really an issue, but I know many people will have an issue with this. And that's fair enough. If you don't want to spend about £20 on a game, which you're going to roughly get about 3 hours game time out of, that's down to you. For me, 3 hours of frantic shouting at each other, no, you stupid arse, that's not what you're meant to do with that. That's actually quite a lot of fun. So in that respect, for me, it doesn't bother me, but I know it's a thing that will affect a lot of people watching this video, and a lot of people don't like those types of games where you can only play them once. So if you're a huge fan of the whole escape room phenomena at the moment, then this is definitely one to check out. And it's a lot cheaper than paying for, say, you, a bunch of friends, or you and the family to go to an actual escape event. The only other side to that is you lose that sort of environment. Yes, the iPad app is really immersive. Yes, there is that constant time pressure hanging over you, but you don't get the complete experience of what you would in an escape room. And that's obvious. You know, you're sat around a table. You're not in a room with different lighting, with, you know, different things going off around you, and there's none of the tactile of picking things up. So there is that to bear in mind. But if you are a fan of puzzle solving, or like I am, where I love point and click games, I grew up with point and click games, things like Broken Sword, Grim Fandango, things like that, where you have to sort of merge items together to allow you to move on with the story. Then if you're a fan of those and you're not put off by the fact that you'll only be playing these scenarios once, then I would definitely check this out. For me, I had a lot of fun playing it, and for the people that I was with, we had a lot of fun.